This is Daf Yomi Yerushalmi, and our article Ozu Harder edition. We are up to Demai Daf Ayin Beis Amr Aleph, and we got pretty far yesterday because all one long run on Sugya, and up to Amr Abelezer Divrei Meru, which is two dots, 4 lines to the bottom, and in the Vilna, should be on the base. Um, uh, Amr Abelez Divrei Meir, which is 5 line downs in the wide lines. Amr Abelez Divrei Meiru. Our mission is going like Rabbi Meir. The Rabbi Meir Omer ain't atofes Ella. It says here in the Vilna Rishon. Probably the article already changed that already. No, it didn't. Ain't atofes Ella Lashon Rishon should be. That's the Rasurilio. I'm assuming many others say that as well. So the as we're going to see, it's machlekes when you say two lashonas, like here, rishon and the sheni and the rishon, is only the first lashon take effect, at least take effect first, and therefore the second lashon can't take effect, or no, I see they're both tofes. That's machlekes. We're going to see. Timothy we learned over there. Harei tumur ola tumur shlami. He said, less than will be the tumor of an ola. No, let it be the tumor of a. We didn't say no. You said Tmuras Ola, then you said let it be Tmuras Shmot and Tmuras Shlamim. Tmuras Utmuras Shlamim. Harez the Tmuras Ola, Divrei Meir. Since Divrei Meir it's Tvos Lashon Rishon. It's a Tmura only of the Ola. The Rabbi Yossi says, Rabbi Yossi, Rabbanan argue. It's not put down here, the Rabbanan argue. Rabbanan argue and say, no, we don't say Tvos Lashon Rishon. We take both Lashonas into account because he really wanted them both to take effect. We don't bring down here the other opinion. It is, I believe, Rabbi Yossi there, who argues and says, "Im kachnis kavim bitchila," Chaim here, but it's so I remember as well that if they had in mind to both be simultaneous, since can't can't say two things at once. Only Kosh Baruch Hu can, so therefore they both take effect. So Rabbi Yossi, this animal is half Ola and half Shlamim, and therefore it has to go graze until it gets a mum. It should be sold, and you bring with its value half half on Ola, half on Shlamim. So according to him, our Mishnah, if he had in mind to both, so then they both will take effect. Bevasachas, like we said in the case of the second lashon used in the Mishnah, Maishas Shel Zubin. Masos Kalkol B'Chaverta. That takes effect. Okay. Says Gemara, Rabbi Yossi said, this is Rabbi Yossi Amora, having sovereign, we held Meimar to say, Mapling Ramei Rabbanan. What's Mapling Ramei Rabbanan, who is probably advised Rabbi Yossi, the Tana, Lach K'tei Dibor. If it's after K'tei Dibor. So then, if it's after K'tei Dibor, so it's after K'tei Dibor, can't be one thing with the first thing. And Rabbi Yossi holds even it's after talking to Ibor, since he had in mind to do that, had in mind it should be simultaneous. It is simultaneous. So talk to Ibor low. Rabbi Meir, since Rabbi Meir says our Mishnah is Rabbi Meir, and here it's obviously in our Mishnah. It's within talk to Ibor. Because said one thing immediately after the other. Adamar teaches us afilu talk to Ibor enochosabo. Even talk to Dibor is not considered to be Enochosebo is lashon used by talk to Dibor. And some things, but talk to Dibor you can't renege on your previous statement because there's some particularly severe things. But here that's just a bar of lashon here. Means here that even talk to Dibor, only the first thing takes effect, not the second thing. The Tani, because learned in our Mishnah, Masros say Masros Kakol B'Chavert L'Kar Hashem. If you did it in a way which indicates simultaneous, you specify a way, then they both take effect. Because you made putting both together, you consolidated them. If it's one after the other, even if it's Tokte Dibor, like it seems to indicate by our Mishnah, Ein Atavis Ela Rishon. Again, according to the Rashi, Lashon Rishon Bilvad. You take the first Lashon into account. The gears of the Gemara itself, the next Gemara is difficult, so we're going to go to the Bir Agra, Agos Agra, which actually is also brought down in Reb Chaim, and the way it reads like this: Rabbi Avuna or Rabbi Ravina, in the Bir Agra here, and Bozer Amelech Chachamim, American consists of Chachamim, but Beim Mazu Tmura Tachish Nizvachim Elu. They say this animal should be Tmura in lieu of these two karbanos which are standing here, Ola and Shlamim, two karbanos standing for me, and Ola and Shlamim. They say this third animal should be Tmura of these two. They both take effect. Because you made to put the two names consolidated. And as the Gemara says, perish the medame tmura with maisrus. The tmura in this case would be identical to maisrus. And then in the Gemara he says all the other words that you have here until locain are superfluous. So let's pick up with locain. Locain Amar Yeshua Bar Yitzchak Shem Rav Huna. Didn't Rav Shmuel Bar Rav Yitzchak say name Rav Huna? Amar, if a person says, Zut Maras Ola, this should be, it's more of an Ola, and Chozebo, Afil Tokde Dibor. So, if that's the case, that he can be chayzebo, why, when he says Tmuras Ola, Tmuras Shlamim, it's no good. It's no different than being chayzebo. Why do we drop, according to Meir, why do we drop the Shlamim? Let's say he's chayzebo. So, he's chayzebo, now he wants to make both. If you can say he's chayzebo, you can make it Shlamim. Why can't you say he's chayzebo and both take effect? I think the Gemara takes out the word afilu. It just says chozer b'tokte dibur. It doesn't matter. So, but the Gemara answers kam iskavein lachzor, kam iskavein lahosif. So it's different. When you want to renege, you can renege after tokte dibur, within tokte dibur. You can say, well, never mind, scratch that. But here you don't want to renege. You want to add. You want what you said first that it's Ola to remain intact. But you want it to be only 50%. You want to add on that the other 50% should be a shlamim. That you can't do because you cannot add. In essence, you can't modify. You can cancel, but you want to keep the first part and modify it. That you can't do. So that's in between the two. Amar raised the Tmura. If you said this is Tmura, it says in the Gemara, it says Amar raised the Truma. He says, sorry, if you said it's Truma. I feel talk to Diba in a Chosebo. Even talk to Diba, you can't renege. It's too late. Can't even Chosebo. Okay, so now, according to the Grove, there should be a gears here. By Hekdesh or Truma. Why by Hekdesh can be Chosebo talk to Dibur? And by Truma, you can't be Chosebo talk to Dibur. Too late. So this Gemara, I'll tell you why. Adam nishal ekdesho, ben adam nishal tmuraso. It's not that you can't. Actually, the words adam nishal ekdesho are in the Gemara. Ben adam nishal to move to maso. That is Gra's addition, but it means not. Of course, the person can be show also truma, but he says. It's not a derech for a person to be shoel on truma, because in shoel on hekdesh, it'll be his, and that people do. When you shoel on truma, it's going to be tevel, and you're not going to gain anything. By shoel hekdesh, you will gain. By shoel on truma, you're not going to gain. You're going to have to take away truma anyway up against it. What's the point? So therefore, the saw here in the article ends abruptly in middle sentence. No, it goes on. Uh, goes on in middle sentence. Wrong place. Yeah, it's in the wrong place. So he's going to take off anyway another truma, and so he's not even gaining anything. So since it's not derech to be shal on truma, mistam if you made truma, you're going to daito that it should be truma immediately. And it's one of the things, therefore, which you don't need to, you can't be told to even talk to the anymore. There's a famous shirei halacha from Yosef Bloch. I know it's actually famous, but I like it very much. It says the reason we talk to close to talk to Dibor is the Rikva. It says because of Rechushim Rachshon Sifose. Lips are still mumbling. And the question is, what does that mean? But he says that in this very tells her in the Das of Bnei Adam, if you are said something and immediately got cut off and interrupted, even though you finished your sentence, you weren't interrupted. You finished the sentence, but somebody immediately starts speaking, you'll feel that you were cut off because the words you say are only considered in your brain to be completely finished after a certain short amount of time. And therefore, you can always be closer to the dibur because until that, your brain is still on the same topic. But he says there's certain things like Kiddushin, Avodah Zarah, which is what it says, where a person's gomer b'daito, not after he speaks, but he's going to he doesn't say it before thinking out ahead of time. And this is, I think, true in human experience. Most people, after they finish saying something, they're still thinking, wait, what I say correct or not correct, so they can still be chazable. But if it's something which is severe and significant, you can't be chazable. Because you already really, truly decided to be ahead of time, so you don't have to talk to Dibur to have ruchushim rachshon sifase. It doesn't work that way. You're not mumbling in your breath or thinking in your mind, it's finished. So here too, the Gra is saying something similar. If you said something was truma, since there's no advantage to ever taking it back, so therefore your grandmother is to be truma. That's can't be close to talk deeper. But in truth, you can be sure on truma, but it's not done. So therefore, it works even takes effect even within talk deeper. Can renege? Can be shown later on if you want to. But by hekdesh, since most people have an advantage, since people have an advantage in nullifying the hekdesh, it becomes theirs back again. So therefore, a person is not fully, completely finished with the thing until after he thinks it over a bit. So therefore, still rechushim rachshon sivase until after until tokte dibur, he can still be chosebo. And of course, again, Shayla works by both. I just realized that I said something wrong before. It says, it's because looking at the article and I forgot to change the page and pages. The Gemara itself says, Adam nishal k'desha ve'en adam nishal tumuraso. Al trumaso. Al trumaso. So that's the Gemara itself. It's not the Gemara was adding it in. Is the Gemara added in? No, it's in the Gemara itself on top of Ayin Ralph. Okay, so in any event, we are at the two dots on top of Ayin Ralph, and we'll stop here for today.